Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Prime and my good friend Skynet. We crashed the Fan Expo 2023 in Toronto, Ontario. It was such a blast. Myself, I cosplayed as the Juggernaut from the movies, and then my good friend Skynet, he cosplayed as King Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Expo 2023 in downtown Toronto. One of the things that we got there from the different vendors, we got some free stuff. So I was at the Amazon Prime booth, and you can see here I got this amazing bag. Advertisements from their latest shows. You can see The Wheel of Time, Invincible, and The Boys there. And so I haven't seen The Wheel of Time yet, but it looks interesting. Kind of gives you like the Lord of the Rings type of feel. I never read the books at all, so I know I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's not as good as the books, like a lot of stuff is, but I'll give it a try sometime. Invincible, I did watch that a while ago, and it was pretty good. It was gory, so don't have kids around because it's not for them. And The Boys, and I couldn't really get into. I saw like one episode, but it was okay. a lot of geeks like myself do like it though. So yeah. So Amazon Prime, when I was there, you had 3 different choices at the booth. Either you could go into The Wheel of Time, Invincible, or The Boys. So we went to The Wheel of Time just because it was a shorter lineup. If you've ever been to any big conventions like that, you can know that the lineups are very huge. We took a couple pictures on the with the backdrop from The Wheel of Time. And they gave us a free little thing here. It's in the bag, so I'll just grab it here. And so, what is this? It's a little power ring, actually. There's advertisements here for the, I'm guessing the new season of The Wheel of Time. And if you flip it to the back, it comes with a ring. I don't normally wear rings other than my wedding ring, but it's kind of cool. It's basically a power ring. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the book or the show or not, but I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen there or not, or if it's blurry. But it has when the ring changes color, it symbolizes different powers or warnings. So there's green is earth, yellow is air, red is fire, blue is water, purple is spirit, and black is danger is near. Ooh. So let's take this out and let's see what I get. So I think we're supposed to shake it. I don't know. I'm not sure if you're supposed to shake it or not. But then you just put it on. I can't, my fingers are too fat. So I just shake it a little. Let's see. And it's kind of like, I don't know. What does it look like over there? Blue. It looks like blue on the screen there. So apparently, I have the power of water. Next free thing that I got from Fan Expo, I visited there was a Spider-Man 2, the video game, Spider-Man 2 booth there where they were advertising the game for the PS5. And as you can see from the clips, we took some pictures there as well. And then also, when we were there, they gave us this. The Spider-Man 2, the game, comic. Yeah, free comic. It looked good with my other comics there. I do actually have more comics, but they are at my old house. I just have to find them there. So, but yeah. You can't go to Fan Expo and not get a comic. It's kind of mandatory that you get some sort of comic or artwork or something. The last couple of years, when I usually, before COVID, me and Skynet used to go to Fan Expo every year, and that's been great. It's kind of a tradition we do every year. But yeah, so if you have any interest in Spider-Man, I do really want to get the game someday when I get a PS5. But it looks like they're gonna be doing a good job, and on the backdrop of the pictures that we took, it looks like Venom's gonna be in it. But yeah, I'm excited. And the last thing that we got for free there at Fan Expo, it's nothing really big, but a bookmark from Gotham Central. Is a comic book collectible store in Mississauga. I haven't actually been inside of it, but it looks kind of cool. I mean, if you look at the picture there, they have a picture of the outside of the building and has the Joker out front. So that's pretty cool. Like, it's the retro vintage Joker, right? So yeah, and yeah, Wolverine and Deadpool on the outside of it from the movies. And then if I go there before Christmas Eve, I can get 15% off from the bookmark. So on anything in the store. So yeah, now let's get into the toys that I got there. So at Fan Expo, they have a lot of artwork there. There's a lot of comic books, obviously. Clothing, like Geek clothing, right? Of all the different Marvel, DC, anime, everything, right? There's artists there, there's celebrities there. I didn't actually get to see any celebrities because they were just too expensive and the lineups were massive. But being a vintage toy collector, there wasn't a lot of booths for vintage toys, but I did see one that was like 2 aisles long from the same seller. But so I got a bunch there. But the first one I got was Firestorm. He is from the Superpowers lineup from DC Comics from 1985 by, I believe it's Kenner. So I haven't actually took him out of the bag yet, so I'm gonna do that. It was only $10, so not bad, not bad. So let me just open them up. Firestorm
has erupted.
It looks as if my equation will have to wait, Ronald.
Gotcha, Professor.
As Professor Stein and Ronald Raymond concentrate together, they fuse into one, becoming Firestorm.
There's no time to lose.
I'm on my way, Professor.
Firestorm also got popular from the show The Flash that was on the CW. I believe it's on the final season now, or just finished, season 9. I love the show. Unfortunately, I haven't seen all the episodes just because we moved, wasn't able to watch it for a bit, but I am in the process of catching up. So yeah, so there was 2 different versions of Firestorm in the TV show. The first one was the original characters from the comics. Professor Stein, played by Victor Garba, and then Robbie Raymond was played by Robbie Amell. Robbie Amell was actually, his brother was Stephen Amell, who played Arrow in the Arrowverse there. And then later on, the second Firestorm, they brought in the character Jefferson Jax Johnson, was the comic book character, and he was played by Franz Drama. You can see the pictures on the screen there of the actors there. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that there. Sorry, I couldn't remember the actors' names, so I had to write it down there. But yeah, Firestorm. I never had him as a kid, and yeah, he's in good shape. Firestorm.
Can you hear me, Ronald?
Professor?
It appears we've merged.
Toy number 2 comes from 1996 from the Incredible Hulk animated series, Series 1 of the toy line by Toy Biz. the leader. Now you're probably wondering, who's the leader and why does he have a big head? Well, I'll tell you. He is the main villain, especially of the season 1 of The Incredible Hulk from the 90s. He has a super intellect, and he has a mental telepathy as well. He basically had gamma rays, but he fell into it basically on his head, basically. Just to summarize, and that's why he has a big brain and no muscles, but it turned his skin all green in the cartoon comics. And he's always obsessed with getting the Hulk's powers. But in the cartoon, when he does get the Hulk's powers, he can't control it. So he's basically a walking time bomb, and he goes kind of nuts because he can't control the massive Hulk power of the Incredible Hulk.
It's working. Oh, it's exquisite. It's magnificent. An influx of purest power. Yes.
Before the leader became the leader, his name was Dr. Samuel Stearns. As like I said before, he was a scientist. He actually did go into the movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The second movie that was ever produced after Iron Man was The Incredible Hulk. And you're like, I think I would remember a big green guy with a big head. You would have if you saw it. But he was in it as his secret identity. He was, I'm not sure if you've seen the movie, but he communicated with Bruce Banner as Mr. Blue. He was the scientist that was trying to cure him, and near the end of the movie, after the abomination happened and everything, there was chemicals that fell onto his head, and then you could see a little bit at the end that his head was changing. Hala, the big head. And he was played by Tim Blake Nelson. And a fun fact about the leader of future Marvel movies, there's Marvel's coming out with Captain America 4, with the Falcon as Captain America, because Steve Rogers, the original Captain America, has retired. But it's rumored that Captain America 4, Brave New World, is mainly a Hulk movie, because the Incredible Hulk is in it. Then they're going to have a Red Hulk, a Red She-Hulk, and the leader is coming back in it. So I'm interested to see what they do with him. Yeah, that's the leader. Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot. The toy also, you can see on the screen there, he also came with armor in the original packaging. But yeah, I don't have the armor, but he's still in good shape. Toy number 3 comes from also Marvel, Toy Biz, from 1977, from the Avenger toy line, Earth's the Mightiest Heroes, Loki. Now you're saying Loki's a Thor enemy, right? So, I mean, he's Thor's enemy, but, you know, as in the movies, he is the Avengers enemy as well. So let me take him out of the package. It was a good find. I mean, he's in pretty good shape for only $5. You can't go wrong with that. So I'll just unbag him on screen here so you can see. So he comes with pretty much everything that came with the packaging. He has even his cape is still intact. Pretty good shape, I gotta say. Yeah, might need to clean up him a little bit, but yeah, he does come with a magic ball that he can hold in his hand there. Loki, yeah. So a little bit about Loki, unless you're a super Marvel fan like I am. In the comics, was a lot similar to the movies, where his half brother is Thor. He grew up in Asgard, but he's a half brother to Thor, which is on the other side his family, which he didn't grow up with, but were the Frost Giants. And Loki is, like any of the Thor comics, based off the Norwegian mythology, right? And yeah, he's in pretty good shape. Thought he looked pretty cool. Never had a Loki, so yeah. He's known as, like I said, it was based off of the Norwegian mythology. So he's the god of mischief. And if you've seen any of the movies, you can totally know he's all about mischief, from being in Thor, the Dark World, Avengers, the first one, Infinity War, Endgame, Ragnarok, and also in the Loki series as well. Yeah, he's a fan favorite.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
So the rest of the toys that I got are all from X-Men by Toy Biz in the 90s. The first two that I want to talk about are from the rubber collection. You're like, the rubber collection? What the heck? In the previous video, actually 2 videos ago, I talked about Rubber Spider-Man from the 1970s. Like I said, these 2 X-Men rubber toys that I got were actually from the 90s, from 1991 by Toy Biz. It's kind of like a throwback to how some of the toys were made back in the day, but they weren't. I mean, they're vintage, but from 1991. So the first one that I want to talk about is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler. Here, I'll keep it up on the screen here. So Nightcrawler, I got him for $5. He has seen better days. But I mean, like, you know, when you see a rubber toy, you know, he's vintage, right? So I had to pick him up. And Nightcrawler, he's pretty cool. So I'll take him out of the bag here. If I can open it. I haven't actually took them out of the bags yet, so it was sealed pretty good. Okay. Nightcrawler. So yeah, he was from this, like I said, 1991 by Toy Biz, based from the toy line, based on the animated series of the X-Men. And so Nightcrawler, a little about Nightcrawler. In the animated series, he would guest star on the X-Men. He wasn't one of the main characters on the show. And he's from Europe. He grew up, his parents didn't want him because he looked like, well, as you can see, tail and everything, and in mythology looked like a demon. And he grew up in the circus. Actually, his mom was Mystique from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants that follow Magneto. But she didn't want to have any kids at the time, so yeah, so he grew up in the circus, and he's very acrobatic, and his powers, he can teleport. He's very agile. In the show, when he did guest star, like he was the religious character of the team. So he was Catholic Christian, and he's always talking about his faith, and he impacted a lot of different members of the team. And when people see him, they think he's like evil, just because the way he looks. He has the pointy ears, he has the tail, he has 3 fingers and 3 toes. So, yeah, Nightcrawler. He's also been in the movies, played by 2 different actors. Let me just read them off to you, so I don't have them off by heart. Alan Cumming, and by Cody Smith McPhee. He was in X-Men 2, X-Men United, and then also some of the newer X-Men movies like X-Men Apocalypse, and also Dark Phoenix. I like to see more of him. He's a cool character. Yeah, and his secret identity, his real name is Kurt Wagner. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but yeah, Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler.
No, he's right. So all people are flawed and all struggle with a capacity for sin. None likes to be reminded of our shared human weakness. My appearance does not make it easy.
Don't it make you crazy?
It did once, but then I found peace by devoting my life to God. He directed me to this place where they value the character of my heart, not my appearance.
The next rubber toy, is Colossus. Yeah, he was from 1991, same toy line as Nightcrawler. He's a good guy too. He grew up in Russia. He was a farm boy. Grew up on a poor farm with his sister. Later she becomes Magic. Her name is Magic. She becomes more sorcery, but his mutant power, he can turn his skin into metal. So here, let me take him out of the packaging. Wow, it's really stuck in there. Okay, got his one arm out. Yay. So, he was also a guest star on the X-Men the Animated Series. He wasn't a primary character, a main character. But yeah, like I said, his main power is he can become all metal, and he's super strong. And yeah, he's seen better days. Looks like there's some sort of pen marks on the arm there. But yeah, so a little bit about him. I apologize to anyone that's Russian if I get the name wrong. His identity is Peter, or Petro, however you pronounce it in Russian. Piotr Nikolaevich Rasputin. So my apologies if I get pronounced that wrong. And then his sister's name, Ilyana Rasputin. You can see the pictures on the screen there of him and his sister. So a little bit. So he's also been in the movies as well. Actually, multiple movies. He had a cameo in the first X-Men movie, and then he was in X-Men 2 and X-Men 3. He was in Days of Future Past, and he was also in both Deadpool movies. And he's also rumored to be in the new Deadpool movie that's going to be coming out. And he's been played by basically 3 different actors. So in X-Men, he was voiced by Donald McKinnon. Regular X-Men movies by Daniel Cudmore. In the Deadpool movies, he was actually CGI'd. I thought he looked the most like the comics in those movies, and they did a good job on him. The Deadpool movies, I thought they were a bit more about Ryan Reynolds than Deadpool, but hopefully the third one's better. But I know a lot of people may disagree on me about that, but
Quite unfortunate.
That does it! Oh! Canada!
the next toy is from Toy Biz as well, from 1993. Professor Charles Xavier, the leader of the X-Men. So let me just take him out of the bag first. So he was $10. The original Professor X, I never actually had Professor X in toy. Oh, sorry, in toy. So let's just take him out of the bag. It ripped. Okay, so okay, let's just open it this way. There we go. So, Professor Charles Xavier, he, in the toy, he came with a comic as well, and there's a control panel, but this is the wheelchair that he had in the animated series. It was yellow, just like in, when they brought him back in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, just like that. But so yeah, so a little bit about Professor Charles Xavier. He is one of the primary characters in X-Men. He founded the X-Men, and also founded the School of Gifted Youngsters in New York. Yeah, he is one of the most powerful mutants that's ever existed. He's the most powerful telepath. So you don't want to mess with him.
So that's it. I'm mutating. Into what? I don't know. Can you cure me?
I'm sorry, Spider-Man. My work is not to cure mutants. I've built this complex, this school, to train them. I help them accept who and what they are.
The comic book version of Juggernaut was his half-brother. And so whenever he threatened the X-Men, he actually was the Juggernaut's weakness if they could get his helmet off, because he's vulnerable to telepathic impulses. So yeah, in the movies, he was in pretty much every X-Men movie to date, other than New Mutants. He's been in the Wolverine movies, and then, like I said earlier, they brought him back for as a multiverse variant of him in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And then I think he's rumored to be reprising his role in the multiverse movie of Deadpool 3 coming out later. And he was mainly played by, the older version of him was played by Patrick Stewart. And he was played by James McAvoy. He's also a famous actor. He's, so Professor Charles Xavier. If it wasn't for him, there would be no X-Men. And we wouldn't be here today talking about him if they didn't create him. In the Marvel Comics. Yeah.
Tell him the truth.
Our final member, Professor Charles Xavier.
The next X-Men toy that I got was from 1994, from series 6, from the animated series Beast, Dr. Hank McCoy. So let's take him out of the package. Let's see if I can do this. Come on. He was $5. Okay. Dr. Hank McCoy. So he's in really good shape, as you can see. like really good shape. Apparently, if you push the dial down, you can make him flip. I'm not sure if that still works or not. I haven't tested him yet, and don't have a table in front of me, so I can see it on camera. Yeah, he's in good shape, and he did come with a comic, and if you got him brand new back in the day, from 1993. A little bit of Hank McCoy from the animated series. He's one of the main characters in the show, and he's a scientist. His mutant power was he was kind of like ape-like. He could climb like an ape, right? And then because he's a scientist, there was a lab explosion. He was doing some sort of experiment, and for helping de-aging, I believe. And it turned him into a beast, hence the name Beast. And so, yeah, he's been in the movies. He's been in X-Men 3 by Kelsey Grammer, and then also in the prequel X-Men movies, he was also played by Nicholas Hoult, as you can see on the screen there. Yeah, I really like Beast, because you think he's just like some dumb character who's super strong, but he's actually one of the smartest guys on the team. He's a scientist. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him. Beast. Arr.
Recently apprehended.
Who's the furball?
Hank McCoy, Secretary of Mutant Affairs.
Right, the secretary. Nice suit.
Henry, this is Logan. He's Wolverine. I hear you're quite an animal.
Look who's talking.
And the last toy coming from 1993 from Toy Biz, from the X-Men the Animated Series, Wolverine 5th edition from Series 4. Wolverine, like I said, the 5th edition. So yeah, he was $5. Not in perfect condition, but I mean, come on. It's Wolverine. How can I pass Wolverine up? You know what I'm saying? So let's open them up. So remember, Wolverine, the 5th edition from Series 4 from 1993 from Toy Biz. Try to open. Oh wow, he's sealed pretty good. There we go. Okay. Easier than I thought to open up. But yeah, so Wolverine here, in black and gold armor. He originally came with a comic, and he had goggles on his face there. And then he had other like claw weapons that he could use that you can hook on right here. Unless you can see it on the screen there. But yeah, he can, and he can has claw moving action where he can like move back and forth. It's vintage old, so like doesn't really happen too well. But yeah, so he has seen better days, but I like how long his claws are. Just they're kind of bent a little bit, like this one is. This one is here. Yeah, but so Wolverine, as most people know, since he's been in the movies lots, and he's known as Logan. He grew up, his name was James Howlett, but because he was part of the Weapon X project in Canada and the comics for the government, he was forced into it, and they gave him adamantium skeleton and claws. Depending on what version you read in the comics, some will say that he had claws, some say he didn't, being like with bone claws. But the adamantium coated his whole skeleton. And the only reason he survived that procedure is because of his healing factor. But he is, he's been in all the X-Men movies of the New Mutants, and obviously all the Wolverine movies. And he is going to be in the new Deadpool movie that's coming out, and future X-Men, future Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. including the rumored Avengers Secret Wars that's supposed to be coming at sometime in the future. And he's been played by Hugh Jackman. Great actor. Everybody should know who Hugh Jackman is. Yeah, Wolverine.
Looks like it's showtime. Come on, move it. We're missing dinner.
Fan Expo was such an awesome time. I quite enjoyed it. If you were at Fan Expo, feel free to comment on the video. Let me know how your experience was at Fan Expo in Toronto. Or even if you weren't at Fan Expo, but you've been to another Comic-Con convention or toy convention at all, feel free to comment and let me know your experience. And just want to let you know that this is Prime signing off. That's just Prime.